And welcome back, and welcome to a special edition of True Tiger Sports. We're wrapping up things here at SEC Media Days 2013, and certainly it did not disappoint. We had some big storylines here today, but possibly the biggest of the weekend was seeing how Alabama thought that they may get the three-peat. Alabama's Nick Saban talked about the biggest threat to his team, and believe it or not, it's not Texas A&M or Georgia.
Well, I think that that's the challenge. You know, I think that complacency, why do the mighty fall? It's complacency. It happens to societies, it happens to teams.
He's never satisfied. 48 hours after we won it in the past 2 years, he's moved on.
We always say we want to block out that clutter. So going into getting ready for fall camp, 3P is really not wouldn't be too good to be standing around Coach Saban right now.
But complacency isn't the only obstacle. Off-field issues have surfaced as well. Most recently, quarterback A.J. McCarron heavily scrutinized after posting a tweet that appeared to be an insult toward Johnny Manziel.
Man, tell you what, y'all try to run with anything. No, not at all. I kept getting asked, was I there? And so I decided to send out a tweet and say, no, I wasn't.
Now, off-field issues have peppered this offseason in the SEC, whether it's controversies on Twitter or off-season arrests.
We don't bat 1,000%, but we certainly try, and we certainly feel some responsibility when we fail.
I think it's our obligation to try to educate them the best we can, but you know what? In life, you can't really you can't get good at something without making a mistake.
But that's just how it is, and it stinks. I mean, because it's so easy for someone to, pull out their phone real quick, take a snapshot, then all of a sudden it's all over Twitter, all over Instagram, Vine, and it's like you let your guard down for 1 second, and then you're being criticized by the entire world. So.
But for Georgia, quite possibly the biggest obstacle is still on the field. The Bulldogs lose 8 starters on the defense.
Oh yeah, I mean, we was blessed to have some talented guys like Jarvis Jones and that whole slew of guys we had on the defense. But the thing about this game is, somebody has to step up.
But a couple things they do return: a loaded offense, a hungry Aaron Murray, and Jarvis Jones' heir apparent, Harris County alum Jordan Jenkins.
Well, Jordan's very talented, and Jordan's going to be put in a position to make the plays that Jarvis made because he's going to be playing his spot.
He's a talented guy. If you look at his arms probably longer than his table. He has the talent, he has the tools, and he works really hard. So as he keeps getting better, he has the possibility to be better than Jarvis Jones.
To come that close to winning a championship and be able to compete for a national championship, it's hard not to give it one more go if you had the opportunity. Offensively, this is probably the best offense I've ever been on. I mean, we have everyone back besides, Tavares and Marlon, but a whole offensive line, the best running back duo in the country, and some unbelievable receivers, probably the most depth I've ever had at the receiving spot.
And with that, the next thing we have on the calendar is the start of football season, which we're all excited about. But in some somber news, Auburn basketball getting some bad news today as Shaq Johnson dismissed from the team for a violation of team rules.